Hello guys and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of wrapping just on some exterior parts of the car. So obviously we've got something missing here. I've just taken off the front grille. Pretty simple. Just got these little plastic clips, these ones here that run along the top. Take them ones off. There's a convenient little clip holder right there. Also clips along the bottom as well, and then it's also clipped into the side here. Just be gentle when you're removing them because you don't want to snap them, but yes, they do come out pretty easily. And then there's also these clips along the bottom as well, so yeah, just be mindful when you're taking that apart. Yeah, just be careful and go slow. And you also have your front camera plug as well, so be careful not to pull on it too hard, otherwise you rip that out and that'll cause some dramas. So once it's out, it'll look something like this, and the chrome bits will be able to be removed. There's these sort of clips here that just hold it in place, and by the looks some screws as well. So I'll figure that out and then take that off, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I've decided I'm not going to wrap the chrome on the front. I'm just going to Plastidip it because it's a bit finicky and difficult to actually try and get the chrome out, and just doesn't want to come out, so I'm just going to leave it. Otherwise I'll probably end up breaking something, and I don't want to do that. So we're just going to mask everything up, cover it all up, and cover the bits we don't want to paint. Obviously the prep work is the hardest part and the bit that you need to get 100% right. Otherwise, yeah, your paint will just come out looking shit, and you don't want that. You'll also notice I've got the Nissan badge off. That was easy. That was just 4 clips from the inside, and that come off easy as. So we're going to Plastidip that one as well, which is over here in the sun. So yeah, we'll Plastidip that one as well. It'll just be a little bit easier than trying to wrap it and push in the embossing of the Nissan branding, and also that white ring around it as well. So yeah, just be a little bit easier. Now Plastidip is good, although it's not really a permanent solution, as it'll chip and fade and get a bit crap after a while. So it's just one thing to keep in mind. But you know, if you don't really mind, you know, it's a 4-wheel drive and you're not really too concerned about it, well, it is what it is, and you can always redo it later on, so it's not too big of a deal. You can see I've already done my V8 badges. They look good from afar, but when you come up close you can see that I've gone a bit too thick on them, so yeah, I'll have to redo them as well at some stage. But yeah, probably wasn't the ideal conditions to be painting them either. It was it just stopped raining. I did dry everything, but yeah, there was probably just a bit of moisture in the air that's also sort of ruined it a bit. But yeah, still from afar they look good. Alright, so just got the first coat done, just a bit of a light one. It's not too bad. Make sure you're cleaning the spray nozzle of your gun as well, or your can I should say, just to make sure it doesn't come out all blotchy and whatnot. So yeah, first coat's not too bad. Should come up pretty good with the second coat, just to get in a bit deeper into that embossing in the Nissan logo. But yeah, not too bad. Now also with your chrome, you're going to want to make sure that it's obviously nice and clean, nice and shiny. Otherwise, yeah, it'll come out looking like crap. If there's any bug splatter and stuff on it, make sure you wipe that stuff off. Preparation's, yeah, the hardest part, but if you do it correctly, your painting will be so much easier and it'll come out looking so much better. So yeah, just keep that in mind and make sure it's nice and clean before you start painting. Otherwise, yeah, it'll have imperfections in it, and yeah, it'll look a bit crappy. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. Just make sure everything's clean and free from, you know, any bits of debris and stuff like that, otherwise you run into issues. Alright, so I've got the Nissan badge done, looking pretty good, not too bad at all. Ken says you want a wet sort of look when you're spraying that, so that's what we did, and yeah, no, it turned out pretty good. So that one's done, just leaving it in the sun to dry for a little bit. Chrome on the grille, starting to look pretty good. Done my second coat now. I'll probably just do one more on a few little areas that are just a little bit light. Now you can obviously make this as as thick or as thin as you like with just how much you spray on, but yeah, no, it's actually starting to come out looking pretty good. I was a little bit concerned at the start just how good it would come out, but no, it's a lot better than I expected, so it's always good. In the meantime, it's a great opportunity to get in and clean all your cooling apparatuses. If you're like me and you've been driving through country and whatnot, you'll get plenty of bugs in radiators and coolers and heaps of different things, because goodness me, there are so many coolers on these things. And as expected, can is empty on my last coat, so hopefully that'll be okay. Looks pretty good. So we'll leave that to completely dry now. Shouldn't take long in the sun, and then we'll slowly start to peel off the tape, obviously being careful not to pull off the Plastidip with it, but that is the beauty of Plastidip. If you don't like it, or you make a mistake, or you paint somewhere where you shouldn't have, you can easily peel it off. So it's always a benefit of good old Plastidip, so that is handy. But yeah, no, it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with how it's turned out, so yeah, we'll leave that to dry for probably half an hour or so, and then yeah, we'll peel the tape off and chuck it back together and see how we've done. And there you go, it's back on the car again. Now, is it up to a professional standard? Well, no, probably not, but I'm not a professional. But depending where you take it to, it definitely could be. Did I have fun? Yes, it was fun. It wasn't frustrating like most things on cars are. It was pretty simple to get it off and very easy to get back on. Did it take a little bit of time? Yeah, it did take a little bit of time. The prep work involved was a little bit finicky, but you've got to get it right to have it look actual half decent. So yeah, it did take a little bit of time. Did I save myself thousands of dollars by doing it myself? Yes. What's the cost of a roll of masking tape and a can of Plastidip? I don't know, probably max $50. So I don't understand why people are spending thousands of dollars to have their cars wrapped in black or Plastidipped in black or whatever. Yes, I know it gets wrapped professionally and whatever, and you know that takes time and whatnot. But again, I have wrap, which I will be wrapping some parts of the car. My wrap's in there. Bit of this stuff, just a black, and I also have another wrap for the interior, which I'll actually wrap the interior, which will be in a later video. And the total cost of the wrap, I think, was for both of them. I can't remember how big the rolls are, maybe for, I don't know, 8 meters maybe. Probably max with postage, $80. Heat gun, you know, $100. So there you go, $180, do it yourself on a weekend, and you know, you actually learn something and have enjoyment to be able to say, yeah, look, I did that on my car and not some other person. So for me, I just cannot justify the fact that people go out and spend thousands of dollars when you can do it yourself and it looks half decent. You know, yeah, I don't understand it. But anyway, each to their own, and yeah, you do you. But anyway, I think that looks, you know, pretty half decent. Yes, I will have to redo it again in the future because it'll get stone chips on it and it'll get dirty and etc, etc. Who cares? Maybe next time I might actually take a bit more time and actually wrap it so it lasts a bit longer. But again, it's the same with wrap. Eventually one day, if it's not a good quality wrap, it will wear out from the sun. It'll be sun damaged and it'll fall apart, and the same thing will happen. It'll get stone chips in it and it'll have to be redone again. So there you go. Off you pop down to your local vinyl place or whoever does your wrap and go and spend another, you know, $1,500, $2,000 to get your car rewrapped because, oh no, it's been damaged. So I can't justify spending, you know, $3,000 over the course of maybe, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years that your wrap might last. Whereas I'd rather spend that money on fuel or, you know, doing wheels and tyres. You know, the money that you could have saved from doing that could have been a mod to your car. Could have been a snorkel, could have been exhaust, could have been sliders, could have been, you know, wheels and tyres, like I said, could have been a bull bar, could have been a winch, driving lights, you know, could have been all these things. But no, let's go and spend thousands of dollars on getting a wrap done because I don't know how to do it myself, or I can't be bothered to do it myself, and I'm going to spend the money to get someone to do it for me. Yeah, that's fair enough. If that's what you want to do, you can't be bothered, or, you know, you don't have the time, whatever, you know, that's fine. It's just, as I said, it's your car, but, you know, for me, I'd much rather learn how to do it and do it to my car and be able to show other people, you know, these are the steps on how to do it. These are mistakes that, you know, I've made. Don't do this, maybe do this differently. When you go to do it, you know, it's all part of owning a car and doing things to save a bit of money to be able to, you know, do other cool things. So for me, I just cannot justify, spending thousands of dollars on someone to do it. You know, when I can just have a crack and do it myself. You know, if I stuff it up, well, so be it. I'll learn from how I stuffed it up and I'll be able to do it better when I go to redo it. Alright guys, so that's part one of the wrapping and spraying tutorial. Obviously didn't show how to do these just because that was a bit of a test and I wanted to see how it would actually come out and how the process sort of worked. This side's actually pretty good, not too bad. I went a little bit too light on this side, could have been a little bit heavier, but yeah, no, it didn't turn out too bad. So in the next episode, we will go through doing the side vents on the guards. I have a bit of a feeling that I'm going to have to actually take the guard off to be able to get that out. But so be it, it's part of the process, so of course. We'll do door handles at some stage as well. That might be in a part 3. That'll involve taking door cards off and actually getting them out, I would assume. Yeah. This bit here might actually clip off and the whole thing will pop off, but anyway, that'll be figuring that out. But yes, door cards will have to come off for that one. So next episode we'll also do the rear of the car as well. Not sure what I'm going to do with this part. Might wrap this, but we'll see how we go. And obviously the trim around the lights and stuff as well that we'll have to do. So yeah, we'll figure that out when the time comes, but I'm sure that'll be fun. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've learnt something yeah, got something out of today's video. I really like how the Nissan badges come out. That looks quite good. Although, yeah, I think if I had a bit more paint, yeah, I would have liked to have done the chrome a bit better. And as it's chrome, I don't think it really paints up as good as the plastic does as well. It's not the best finish, but yeah, it's not too bad. And again, you know, it's just all learning and trying to figure out, you know, what works best and how stuff works. So yeah, I think, yeah, next time I'll probably wrap that instead. But I'll leave this how it is because, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously, man. Really? Why? No one's even working. Ugh. Every time I want to do a video, there's always noise. It's so annoying. But anyway, all in all, pretty happy with how that's turned out. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. But yes, definitely next time, I think I would prefer to wrap that and actually take the chrome off and yeah, probably do it the wrap way, just on the chrome. But yes, like I said, the plastic turned out really well. But yeah, all in all, pretty happy. Does look a heap better. So yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway guys, until next time, have a good one, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video.